Welcome back to another edition of Let's Talk with Big Chief and Stero. This edition, we're going to be talking about the controversy that surrounds the fashion house Balenciaga and the pictures and photographs which went viral as far as the children with teddy bears featured with BDSM clothing and surrounded by court documents that basically spoke on child pornography and that particular ruling. So let's get into it. What you think about this whole thing, Chief?
I think it's disgusting. I think they're pushing the agenda, and they're sexualizing young girls.
Facts.
At a young early age. And I believe that they are of the view that they try to make it normal or normalize it. And do you think they knew the backlash was going to come that swift? Possibly, yeah. And maybe they think that they'll be able to get some type of leverage and get the mileage from it as well. Because you remember when Gucci, that brand, basically had the blackface on it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and I think a lot of them, these brands, be pushing the envelope to see how far they could go, and to get more people talking about the brand, whether it is good or bad.
The whole shock advertising,
Yeah.
the shock advertising aspect of it,
Mm-hmm.
But to be fair, fashion houses have been doing this for quite some time now.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day, Benetton had some ads, that were quite controversial. Calvin Klein,
very risque. Yes.
back in the day had some real risque types of material.
Yeah.
So these people have been known to push the envelope. But I think this particular aspect of, or this particular instance of, the shock advertising went a bit too far, man. Whenever you incorporate children into it, and
that's a no-go.
Yeah. It's like, children are off limits, man. You know what I mean? They're innocent. They're very, very pure. So to hypersexualize them in such a fashion, that was just done in bad taste, in my particular opinion.
With S&M material, with children,
the whole bondage thing,
Who was thinking that if this was okay? Now, Balenciaga, they blame, the marketing company that did all the photo shoots and so forth for it. And then the company blames Balenciaga, say basically Balenciaga had the final say as to what is disseminated. And Balenciaga basically sued them for $25 million. So who is in charge here? Isn't Balenciaga the company that pays that marketing company to take those pictures and so forth? You hypersexualizing these little girls at a young age with S&M type teddy bears and so forth. Like, what could you achieve from that, right? And I think that if anything happened, they were just going to get slapped on the wrist. If it was like any other normal individual, the FBI probably would be coming to their door.
I mean, it's very nefarious, to say the least. And, it's quite sad to know that they knew exactly what they were doing.
Correct.
There's no question about that. And, to think that the heads of these fashion houses are such deviants to really put this type of material front and center for the world to see. It just says a lot about our society,
Yeah. And the thing, just think about like a lot of rappers, they be rapping about Balenciaga and, in their rap songs or what have you. And I have yet to hear any one of them or any songs that has basically lashed out against this, what took place with them. And we all know that who was one of the spokesperson for
Kim
that?
Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian. And basically she said that in one of her statements that she's explored a relationship based on what took place. But I don't see in which she said, you know what, I'm not doing any business with them anymore.
I mean, at the end of the day, it all boils down to money.
Yeah.
And, these individuals are trying to secure the bag and make sure it's kept secure.
That's
But
true.
you
Yeah.
know
Sad.
at the extent of what
Yeah.
you know exploiting children.
And on top of it, too, Kim has children.
Exactly. So how would she like it if one of her little girls was paraded around on the internet or in particular Balenciaga ads with those teddy bears exhibiting such BDSM content,
And the thing here is that for an adult with children, once you see that and you associate with that, you automatically say, you know what, I don't want to have any relations with that company. I'm cutting off my relationship with them, and that's it. But that's not what occurred when it came to this situation with Kim Kardashian.
I mean, she's basically, securing the bag.
Yeah.
But like I said, to the extent and to the, at what cost? Exploiting children? Nah, it's not cool to me,
Yeah.
I mean, I think the whole thing, when I first saw it, I was like, wow. I mean, you got pushing the envelope, and then there's like my boy said in Shutters, you're gone too far.
Gone too far, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
yeah.
Like,
Rough shot,
yo,
right?
yeah. It's like, yo, they really went there with that, yo.
Oh yeah, it did go there with that.
And it was just, I mean, at this point, I'm not surprised because after the fashion house Gucci did that whole thing with the, sweater with the lips, it's just like, I mean,
and Gucci, from I could recall, also blamed the marketing company or the photographer and what have you.
I mean, there always has to be a fall guy,
Yeah.
and the fashion house does not want to be that individual. So they have to pinpoint somebody or something or some organization to point the finger at to, basically, shift the blame from themselves.
Yeah, it's really sad, and I hope that this right here, this situation, it doesn't balloon into something in which they start to make it basically normal and start seeing all these risque photographs when it comes to children.
I mean, personally, I think all these, rich people should boycott Balenciaga. Yeah. I've never bought a Balenciaga item in my life.
And I probably never will. I
probably never will.
You know
what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just not my, taste in fashion.
Yeah.
They don't make clothes that, are fitting my personal taste and style. But I mean, to each his own. Yeah. That's just, my opinion, Chief's opinion.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have yours. But, at the end of the day, I don't want to say it is what it is, but it kind of is,
Yeah. True.
For lack of a better phrase. And, hopefully moving forward, we don't see this type of exploitation, with children involved.
Yeah.
But when it comes to these fashion houses that are run by these individuals with this deviant mindset, there's no telling,
There's no telling. And what are your thoughts? Let us hear your thoughts. Put it in your comment, and we'll be able to respond to it. All right?
Definitely. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, Big Chief, Stero, bless.
Socialmobie.com